In the previous videos on the campaign map, we've used indirect control. So now we'll go into options and we'll change to direct control. So direct control enabled. In direct control, when you select a unit and then move it, it moves straight away. The same rules with movement apply. Any fighting unit can move one square and attack. If you want to move more than one square from the original location, you use the march mode. Also of interest, when using direct control, you're selecting this unit here, we get a yellow dot or a pale yellow dot. When we press control, we get the option of an overrun attack, and that company headquarters also takes with it the two platoons behind it. So control, right mouse button, and that is an overrun attack, or a rush attack as the game calls it. Move it to there. This is the transport unit. So notice with the supply unit here, all the green boxes are here. So with the transport unit, which is a sub-unit of this one, if we move it to there, the green supply radius has increased. Once again, in larger scale maps or larger campaigns, that could be a very useful feature to know about. So we'll move that to there. In all battles you should try and get combined arms happening. Stark has the artillery unit, or he has the forward observer with him, so very important to get this character into the battle. So I'm going to move him to there, still the square next to the combat area. The anti-tank gun, and we'll move him down to there. This infantry unit, we'll move him to there. This infantry unit to there. And these two guys who are in poor shape, we'll leave those to be reinforced during the turn. So something to take notice of there, this is direct control by the player. Next turn, enter. Rightio, so it's selected a battle for us. And there's Stark up there. So we'll just go left mouse button and see what turns up. So as expected, our armoured unit arrived on the battlefield in the arrived status because it marched to the battlefield. Stark, once again, he went more than one square, so he has arrived also. Very good news to see he's made the battlefield. Our anti-tank guns, the M3 anti-tank gun, they're the same gun as on the Stuart tanks, 3.7mm, so they've arrived okay. Harry, you might remember they tried the overrun attack initially. They are in the ready condition, so we can move these on the deployment map however we like, and so it's a really great asset to be able to use that move. All these infantry units, you know, they're great for spotting and these sorts of things, so extremely valuable to have them on the battlefield. And of course, Ash, our glorious M6s. Once again, these guys have the 3.7mm anti-tank gun. An interesting feature of these units, if you like, is they only have trained status and dismal leadership. So when we have to use these units quite delicately when we're in the battle space. We'll go back now to Stark and the artillery spotter, who controls the 75mm pack howitzers. So selecting him, if we select that and go up, we will find the artillery cursor. By right mouse buttering in the square, we get the artillery pointer. At this stage of the battle, we can zero in locations on the map for the artillery spotter to use later on, and he does not have to have line of sight to these locations now or later on. We can just set them like they've been pre-marked before the battle. Right mouse button drag, release, and then register. We can have more than one, so once again we go right mouse button drag, register. We'll come back in a moment. Here it is. Right mouse button for the pointer, right mouse button and drag, register. What I also like doing at this stage is selecting the tactical map view. Now, just in case these area defences are accurate, I always like to put a zero in a mission over that area there. So right mouse button drag, register, wait for it to come back up again, right mouse button, click and drag, and register. Now this map also has a high point over here, and I always like to put a register over any high points on the enemy side. And register. So that's the zero in mission, and it's 3 rounds per tube. So in this case, with a 75mm pack howitzer, it's 3x3, 9. So we will fire 45 rounds, just zeroing in at this stage. So that's something else to bear in mind. So with this battle, we're looking in pretty good shape. All we need to do is move the infantry around, press the button, and we're away. And with this force composition, I think we're in a very good shape to have a win.